Breaking news, Washington Commanders Nation. Per Mark C. Graves of NBC4 Washington, DC Mayor Bowser and the Washington Commanders have framework for a more than $3 billion deal to bring the team back to the District of Columbia and build its new stadium at the RFK campus site where the team used to play in time for the 2030 NFL season. More details to come. I'm going to say that one more time because I did not stutter, and this is real ass news. Like, fuck some guesses about the uniform or anything of the above. DC Mayor Bowser and the Washington Commanders have framework for a more than $3 billion deal to bring the team back to DC and build a new stadium at the RFK campus in time for the 2030 NFL season. That is 5 years. 5 motherfucking years. The team has returned to the district. The deal is almost complete, and we are that much closer to seeing this team play in Washington, D.C. yet again. Holy shit. I had to go live again. I had to pull a double header for the day because that is news, my friend. I know they've been very quiet on the stadium front because they're trying to get shit done. Josh Harris is not playing games. This is huge news. We would have had all of the stadium plans leaked by now under the old management. Wow, wow, wow. So all the stupid, why are y'all called the Washington Commanders when y'all don't play in Washington shit is about 5 years away from being an obsolete point because Washington is going back to the district, and they are going back to the site where the glory days commenced. The RFK Stadium, the stadium that y'all used to keep the stands rocking in. I wouldn't know because I was a fetus when y'all were winning in that stadium. We're going back, and it's going to be a dome. I don't even need to see any details about it yet. It's going to be a dome of some sort. My guess on the uniforms, you're going to hear about the new jersey we're adding after the draft. Probably around schedule release time. Probably by end of May, we'll know something about the uniform. But F all that right now. The team's going back to the district. The deal is almost done. And per JP Finley, Washington is putting up at least $2.5 billion out of our own ownership's pockets into this stadium. So that is not a bunch of tax dollars and shit. The team is actually footing a good portion of the bill to make sure the team's going back till it's home of Washington, D.C. Freaky Rio. Where's the beard, Rio? Hey, it's gone. It's on vacation right now. It's in the off season. Commanders paying 2.5 out of 3+ Billy, basically. Yep. You know, she made sure y'all they came with it. And they getting it done. Let's go, man. What are y'all feeling? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? We are probably a few months away from getting our first ever blueprint and renderings of a new Washington stadium. You know, we've had 1,000 ideas of what the stadium's going to look like, who's going to get the naming rights. We're going to have some fun conversation. Y'all remember how much fun we had on here just throwing out ideas for who's going to get the naming rights to the stadium? Yeah, we're going to be back to that. We're going to be back to those days, but for real, very soon. They want the stadium erected, up, complete, and opened up by the 2030 season. We are going into the 2025 season this September. So they expect to have a stadium built and opened up by 2030 in the District of Columbia. It's going to be a state-of-the-art Superdome, my boy. I'm excited. I'm telling you, the day that those blueprints and a little 90-second video comes out where they detail all of the architectural goodness of the stadium, we are going to deep dive it. We're going to sit back. We're going to watch it for the first time as a family, and we're going to deep dive every detail of that shit because I've been seeing for so long all these people get new stadiums and renovations and nice state-of-the-art worthy of their fan base venues, and I've been seeing Washington's like, God, our shit is trash. We finally get to come up. Josh Harris is not playing games as the owner of this franchise. They told me because he didn't win shit in Philly, he'd be a bad owner. They told me because how he was struggling to get the downtown Philadelphia basketball arena, that he was not going to get it done in the stadium conversation. Well, he's come in. He's hired the right people. He's made all the right moves, and they've already at the finish line of securing the team's return to the district where all the glory took place for the organization. Talk to Josh Harris nice, goddammit. Talk to Josh Harris nice, because the brother's out here working. The brother is out here working. And the crew around him, they mean business. The connections, him, Mitchell Rails, Magic Johnson, and the 1,000 other people in the ownership group. Oh, too many cooks in the kitchen. They said everything about this group. They've come in and done all the right things. Imagine coming in your first 2 years, getting the team back to the NFC Championship, getting over 11 wins for the first time in 30 plus years, finally solving the quarterback problem, the general manager problem, and the coaching staff problem, and securing the team's return to the district all in your first couple seasons as an owner. Talk to my managing partner nice. Talk to Josh Harris nice, because he's doing this shit. What up, Sean? Appreciate you for your channel membership and for the $9.99 donation. Freaky Rio, what it do, bro? What's good with you, man? We 8 days out from the draft, and just when I was about to call it a day, we get some breaking news that just right on our head top. Washington's going back to the district. They are finalizing the framework of a deal with Mario Bowser in D.C. for the team to return to the RFK site, and they're footing up at least $2.5 million of this $3 billion thing. So they mean business. They were not here to bullshit. They were not here for shits and giggles. What's going on, man? Bro, I used to work for Champ Cookies back then, and I sold cookies right in front of RFK. That's beautiful, man. I know y'all got some beautifuls. All of y'all that got to experience RFK, I know y'all have phenomenal stories. I know y'all have phenomenal stories and memories. The only thing, my only memory at RFK Stadium was going to the Stone Soul picnic. If you know, you know. Going to the Stone Soul picnic when the Nats first came back, DC United. I have no Washington memories at the RFK Stadium because I was too small when they was actually getting busy and y'all were rocking the seats in that joint, which actually sounds like a habit, but that sounds fire. This is great news, Norbit. Hey, y'all gonna stop calling me Norbit and EB and shit. Have some fucking... Y'all been roasting me. We got a little shadow going now. It's not as prepubescent as it was last week, man. Little pubic-like shadow coming in. But, yeah, I don't see the name. I don't see the name changing. I don't see the name changing. It's going to be a dome. If you don't want it to be a dome, tough fucking luck. It's going to be a dome. New stadiums getting built, unless you're the dumbass Buffalo Bills, are going to be domes because in the district, they want to host big events. They want to host the Super Bowl. They want to host the Olympics, the World Cup, ridiculous festivals, and all types of shit. It will be weather controlled. A retractable roof costs like 500 to 700 million more than just getting like a translucent roof. My guess would be translucent roof. Fuck letting the top down. Fuck weather. Like, no. Like a dome. It's right in the middle of DC. It's right in the epicenter of DC. Put that shit in a dome. Y'all will be all right. Y'all will be all right, man. Y'all been cooking me for the longest, man. Yeah. A lot of NFL, a lot of professional franchises don't play in the city that is in their name, but we're the only ones that get dragged for it because we had been the butt of jokes. We'd been in the foot of punchlines for far too long. Now the rabbit got the gun. We moving different now. We hired the right people. The ownership stays out the way and doesn't meddle. We haven't seen the team hit adversity yet, but I guarantee you when we hit adversity, you're not going to see Josh Harris coming down to the practice field telling the team what to do. You're not going to see him walking off the boat on draft day saying, draft this player because my nephew went to high school with them. You're not going to see that out of these guys, man. This is exciting. This is exciting as shit. We're finally getting ours. You know that meme that said, God, I see what you do for others. It's my turn now. Yes, it's our turn now. I want to see what it looks like. Exactly. The Rams play in Inglewood. Inglewood. They're not the Inglewood Rams, right? Exactly. The Arlington Cowboys. Everybody plays outside. A lot of teams play outside their city, man. Woo! Let's go, man. Let's go. And then there's going to be the, oh my God, it's going to be so packed in DC. Let me tell you something. DC is already packed. It's going to get more packed. It's always going to be packed. DMV traffic was already packed. For those of you losing your mind, like there is a fucking football game Monday through Sunday at RFK 2.0, that is not how it goes. There is 8, maybe 9 home games a year, 10 or 11 if you're counting the preseason, maybe 12. That is 12 weeks out of the year. They don't practice at the stadium. They don't live at the stadium. It is 1 day a week. So for those thinking a stadium is going to dictate traffic 365 days of the year, you're lying. Yes, other events will take place at certain parts of the year, concerts, festivals, all types of stuff. That is not going to drastically change everyday traffic because they put that stadium there. It's DC. That shit going to be there regardless. This is good news. There is no bad news here. This is good ass news. And we should be relishing this as a unit, as a team in unison. What up, DB? RFK 2.0. Let's fucking go. It's coming. It's coming. And I think to pay respect and homage to the former, they should leave at RFK Stadium at whatever the new stadium is called. They should, whatever it is. I don't care if it's FanDuel Sportsbook, Superdome at RFK Stadium. Blah, 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 dome at RFK Stadium. It's at Ben's Chili Bowl Stadium. I don't know if Ben's got the financial flexibility to make that happen, but that would be cool though. Now I see why my season ticket prices jump so much. Oh, I ain't ever going to be considered for season tickets again. I'm going to be on that payment plan. They open season tickets up for the new state. It's going to be a dome in DC. And you're going to probably need them ticket license, them PSLs or whatever they're called. They've officially priced out a nigga like me for when that stadium gets there. I'm cool with that. I'll show up for my 1 or 2 games a year and call it a day because I want the team to be a hot ticket. I want us to be good. I want our stadium to be nice. And I want the tickets to look like Coachella prices because that means you're doing shit right. You're moving right as an organization. We are the show in town. We're what everybody wants to see. It's going to be hard as a brokey like me to get up in there, but hey, we out here, man. Rio Robinson Stadium. No beards allowed, only clean shaved. But this what's up, man. This is cool. This is exciting. The next shoe to drop this offseason will be the new alternate uniform that they're adding to the mix. But in case you're joining us now, we're 13 minutes and 40 seconds into this stream. Washington and Mario Bowser, the Washington Commanders and Mario Bowser have the framework completed and almost finalized for a deal of over $3 billion in which Washington is putting up $2.5 million out of pocket to return the Washington Commanders to the District of Columbia, to the RFK site where our glory had once taken place, where the team won multiple Super Bowls, and where y'all used to keep the stands rocking. The team is going back to DC. It should be done sometime during this offseason. It should be finalized because the plan is for the stadium to be erected, completed, and opened up by the 2030 season. 5 years from now, you blink and it's over. For those saying 5 years is so long, think about it. The pandemic was 5 years ago. Does that shit feel like it was 5 years ago? It felt like the coronavirus pandemic happened a year ago, 2 years ago. That shit was a half a decade ago. So when you blink, 5 years will pass. Jaden Daniels will be going into his 7th season. Washington will have a ring or so under our belt. And our new stadium's going to be sitting in the middle of DC, sitting pretty in the district. And it's going to be there in no time. And I'm going to still be rocking with y'all doing content as long as, Lord willing, I'm still on this earth. But it's going to happen in no time, man. They're going to figure out the park. They're going to figure out the parking situation. I don't know. We don't know all the details of it yet, but this is all good news. Now, but you got to erect the stadium, man. You got to erect the stadium, Dave. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There will be people tailgate. That always happens, It will always be a situation where they make all of that work. And I need news that they're building a new team headquarters, because as I watch every other team's version of Commander's Log, and I watch teams operate in their facilities when they're signing players and shit, we have a very outdated, prehistoric, nasty-ass team facility. That's going to stay in Virginia. They're not putting that in D.C., but that should be easy to do. They're probably not even tripping about the headquarters because they can get that deal done any day now. As much as I want to see the team on Hard Knocks, it'll probably be a better look if we wait till we get a new headquarters to get on Hard Knocks. And that's a lot easier of an ask and a thing to complete than getting a stadium done. But I'm a wreck for a return to RFK. I know that's right, boy. I know that's right. Love to see that cool wood beam design. It's going to look nothing like anything we've seen so far, because all of that was just assumptions and people putting stuff together. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy out here. 11-4 says Commanders fans, but where is this $3 billion when the people of DC need it? Poof, $3 billion out of there. I mean, the team's putting up 2.5. Josh Harris and the ownership group around him are putting 2.5 billion out of that. Tom Grossi reminds me of a younger Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's a GOAT, man. Jim Carrey's one of the funniest people ever. It will be a sponsored named stadium. Oh, it will for sure be. There will be a named part. I think it's going to be a sports book. With the way that sports gambling is taking over and that the league is even pushing it now, 100%. It's going to be a roof of some sort, because it's going to be a dome. My guess is translucent roof. I don't want a retractable roof. What I need to open the top up for? I don't need a convertible. Leave the top on that shit. I'm cool. We don't need weather. We don't need weather. We got lights for that. We got lights, air conditioning, heat. We don't need that. You ain't never going to be cold or rained on at a football game ever again. It's going to be fire, man. It's going to be fired, man. I feel it in my erect, as the words of Jack Black. If you know, you know. Jack Black's a GOAT, man. Jack Black's a GOAT. Me and my kids just watched the Minecraft movie last weekend, by the way. That junk was funny. They loved it. Boys locked and loaded, man. Hey, they're not playing. Josh Harris not playing, bro. Josh Harris, he's showing us that he wasn't hired without a plan. He came in and got right to it. Yo, chill. Rio Delroy Lindo State, not Delroy Lindo. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Josh Harris been saving up for this. Adults in the room. Oh, they knew what the business was, man. They came in with a plan. They came in like, we're going to make that Snyder motherfucker look so silly when we're done executing our plan. We have the best season in my life. They're going back to these. Oh, my God, they're killing this shit. We got a quarterback for the first time in my life. They're just doing things right. We're going to see exactly what they're made of when the team starts to hit adversity and shit like that, or when seasons get lost and we don't live up to expectations and things like that. But these guys are knocking this shit out the park right now. They got bigger fish to fry. People talk about the name and shit like that. Fuck the name, man. We the Commanders. Like my man Doug Williams said, we the Commanders. We the Commanders. What is it, Doug? We the Commanders. I know y'all remember that day. 2222. He done miracles on me. He done. Yeah, we got right to it. I remember all those Philly sports fans that said all that. Oh, he's never going to get your stadium deal done. He can't even get us our new arena. We never won shit, and we've had Joel Embiid, yada, yada, yada. I mean, y'all do forget that he's had a little small piece of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he know how this thing goes in the NFL already. He didn't come in unprepared, and he hired a team full of bosses around him, man. Excited, man. This is the first time I've seen Rio's prepubescent ass face since the big chop. You know? We back here look like I done took 10 years. They said I look like Anthony Anderson from Kangaroo Jack and shit. Like back in the day. That means I still got more work to do in the gym, but we've been in that joint though. I still hate the name. You know, the name don't do nothing for me. The last name didn't do nothing for me either. A name's a name, bro. Name's a name. Josh isn't a billionaire with a capital B because he's a simp. Exactly. You know what he doing, man. You know what he doing. What about the DC activists protesting it? Fuck them. Tell them to pull up to the stadium when it's built in DC. Pull out your signs. Stadium going up. Stadium going up. Big up. What up, what up, what up? How I been? I'm married, man. I'm surviving. We're getting through. Dealing with some things, but we back to it. We back to it. First double stream day since free agency. It's a good time, man. It's good feelings in the air. We got the draft coming in 8 days. We got a new stadium on the way. We're announcing a new uniform to add to the set. How much weight am I down right now? About 35, 36 since December. 36 pounds so far. Still got a ways to go, but we moving. We got to get all that extra fat up off us. You know, I got a long life to live for my children, so we got to get down. Fuck Dan Snyder Stadium. We would all be for it, man. Yeah, it's going to RFK. That shit is all but a done deal at this point. They already got the framework of the deal done. They just got to put it on wax at this point. Them local residents, oh yeah, they about to get a bag. They about to get a bag, man. A multi-level ring of bars and party sections around the stadium. I don't know how much they can put around that stadium because there ain't no space to do shit in DC, but we're going to see. Rio changing sports. Who you got in the playoffs? JD might make an appearance for the Lakers game. Oh, I'm rocking with Bron. I'm rocking with Bron. I'm a Bron guy, so I'm going with Leluka Broncic. That's what I'm going with. I can see the whole ass Celtics winning again, though. I can see. I want to see how good Cleveland is. I think the coolest story would be Cleveland versus LA because that's the flyest shit ever. I need to see if the Cleveland Cavaliers are actually good, or are they like the Atlanta Hawks? Or are they like one of these, like the Vikings of this year? They're just a fly-ass regular season team. I want to see just how good they are in the playoff sense. But I'm excited to watch the NBA playoffs. These shit's about to be exciting as hell, man. I'm trying to enjoy these last couple seasons we got left of Steph and Bron and some of the GOATs. You're down 36 pounds. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Steven. Keep working. Keep working. It will 100% have a roof. There is 0% chance this stadium is not a dome. I am 100% certain it's going to be a dome. They're not stupid, and they want this to be a multi-year. They want to host everything. They want the Super Bowl in DC for the first time ever. They want World Cups and Olympics and all that shit. There is a 0% chance that stadium doesn't have a roof. We're not stupid like Buffalo. Oh, we want the elements to fuel us. We want snow in the stadium so we can pay our fans $17.50 to come shovel the stadium when we get a blizzard. We don't want to host Super Bowl. Yeah, that's cool because no one fucking wants to go to Buffalo anyway because there's the only thing in Buffalo are wings and Griselda. Like no one cares about Buffalo. But this is DC. This is the nation's capital. There will be a roof on that bitch. And there will be hella events coming through here. This isn't Buffalo, New York. So we can't play the no roof game. The owners are smarter than that. Don't make any LeBron songs. Yo, these LeBron TikTok songs are fucking hilarious. 2030, baby. 2030. They said they want it open by the 2030 season. It's DC and they don't have the infrastructure or the space. So I would take them at their word and say 5 years. They'll probably have the stadium up by 2028 or so. if they start building in the next year, but don't expect the full stadium situation till 2030. And I will be vlogging when they start building. I will be popping my ass up in DC and showing updates of what the stadium's looking like for all the people that ain't here. I'm popping up with the camera out and seeing what the progress is. We're on day 30. We're on day 60. We're on day 120. We're a year in, all that good shit. We need a Jaden Daniels song, man. Put the ass as an organization because we're taking things seriously right now. The Luther joint was hilarious. The Luther one in the man on the mirror joint there. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. That shit goes. That silly shit goes, bro. Am I surprised it's happening so quickly? Yes and no, because it's DC and so much political posturing and bullshit that I don't even want to keep up with has to happen for big deals to get done. But no, because Josh Harris and them, they handle business. It's not a bunch of over-promising and under-delivering. They've kept all these conversations under wraps. Them and Jason Wright, they've been having these conversations for years now. They've been at this for a while. This didn't happen overnight. They've been working endlessly to get this done because that is their next big thing to solve. You hired the right people. The right people selected the right players. You got a quarterback. You have a linchpin centerpiece player that the world wants to market and wants to see play. You just got to take care of your job, the business side of the organization. Get a stadium. Get a new team headquarters. You could tweak and add to the uniform, shit like that. That's what owners need to be worried about. I don't need to have my owner like that dumbass that owns the Cowboys coming up to podiums talking about draft needs and shit. I don't need my owner doing that. I need my owner to take care of shit off the field and never have to have a football conversation. I like Josh Harris's approach sitting in on the war room last year on draft night. Sit around, ask questions, watch the decision making, and pick up the phone. Hey guys, welcome to you and your family, man. Welcome to DC, man. With that little slick ass voice that he has. That's all we need our owner to do. We don't need an owner with main character syndrome. You own the fucking team already. We don't need to see you. You don't need to be the biggest star in Washington. You don't need to do the most, but we do need to hear from you every now and then. We need you to address the fans. We need you to come out and show your face, kiss babies, shake hands, and all that shit. And not be a coward like the last owner who was so pussy, he sent his wife to face the music because he couldn't face it on his own. Boy, if we come up. Boy, if we come up as an organization, y'all. We have come up as an organization. My. Do I think Adam Peters is involved in this? No. And that's the beauty in it. I think everybody has a job to do right now. Adam Peters is 179% dedicated to the draft right now, to the Top Golf Invitational, to these meetings, to the draft board, and to how we execute another year of getting some ballers on this roster. Nobody's doing other people's job. Nobody. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Literally. That's all Dan gave us in like 20 years. It's beautiful, man. When they announce it, there will definitely be a big press conference type situation. We'll probably get a whole ass commander's log about it. I'm just envisioning it right now, man. I don't know what I got to do to be there, but I got to get on that list for the day they cut the ribbon at RFK 2.0. It's going to be a special day, man. It's going to be a special day. We're going to get content out of this stadium getting built. I'm going to be pulling up to DC and getting footage of what the progress is like. You had Redskins season tickets at RFK Stadium from 81 through 88. Oh my God, the glory years. Y'all was just watching the team go through multiple Super Bowls. Y'all imagine that? The fans that we haven't seen any, this season was the best season of our lives, and we left with no hardware. Can you imagine what y'all were watching from 81 through 91? Crazy. Y'all watch one of the greatest football teams ever, man. I wonder what Andy Van Horn has in mind. Is that the architect guy? Magic Johnson is in the ownership team. He will take care of these guys and tell them where the things go the right way. Yeah, Magic. We got Magic. Mitchell Rails is one of the biggest art influential people in all of the DMV. They pick the team and they're executing their plan on schedule, and the execution's been flawless so far. They're sticking the landing to all this shit, man. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Over under Washington Super Bowl trips before the new stadium is built. I'm setting the number at 1.5. Over under 1.5 Super Bowl trips before RFK 2.0 is up. What did you miss? If you're just getting here, the Commanders and Muriel Bowser in the District of Columbia have the framework of a deal to return the Washington Commanders to D.C. on the RFK campus site, a deal of over $3 billion in which $2.5 billion is coming directly from the pockets of Josh Harris and the ownership group. And this deal says that this team will be opening and playing in this stadium by the 2030 NFL season. So this is a 5-year plan. And for those thinking that's a long time, it's not. It's not, bro. I could have swore the pandemic was 2 weeks ago. 2020 was a very unreal year, but that was a whole 5 years ago, man. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. When do you think they'll approve this? I think by the end of the summer, all this shit will be wrapped up. All this shit will be wrapped up. Because I needed to change and I need to clean up a little bit, man. Beard and all that shit was getting out of hand. It was getting out of hand. That's the beauty in hair and shit, though. It grows back. It grows back. I don't think they'll go with the Timber Stadium. I don't think they'll go with anything that we've seen. These boys are coming in with their own plan. Home plan. Rio got that. Hey, guys, I asked you nicely to stay off my line. Wow. Wow, man. I'll almost be 40 when that new stadium come out. That shit crazy. That shit crazy, man. I'll be 39. I'll be 39 when they erect the new stadium. Craziness, man. I heard about the new stadium yesterday at my event where she was at. Oh, shit, X. Okay. I see you bumping elbows with some important people and shit like that. Make sure y'all smash that like button, by the way. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscription button because we're pushing to get to 20,000 subscribers before the season starts, before the NFL season starts. So we got a few months before September. Let's get a couple more thousand. Let's get up to 20K. We got to join the 20K club. My boy Ed Oliver's around there. Louie and Ed are staring at 30,000 in the face. We got to get your boy in the 20,000 club, you know? Put me down for 2 trips. Yep. Big 2 trips, bro. Season tickets going to be a little much. 2 trips to the Super Bowl, though? Okay, so we're hitting the over. Or we go, how many Super Bowl trips before this stadium is up? Give me 2. Give me 2 of them things, too, bro. Give me 2, bro. I have that much belief in what they're doing. Never thought I would see the day where I would actually predict Washington to be making Super Bowl trips. Give me 2 trips before the stadium's built. Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely. 2 of them. 2 of them things, man. Rio is no longer giving free money. Yo. Y'all are crazy. 70 years old and probably dead. Don't say that, brother. Don't say that, brother. What up, all my? Okay, we got a Giants fan in the building. Who the fuck is this clean face bastard on my screen right now? What are y'all doing at quarterback? Are y'all cool with just the preacher duo of Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston? Are y'all drafting a quarter? Are y'all about to reach for Jalen Milroe or Jackson Dart or somebody coming back late first? What are we doing, y'all? Smash the like button and Rio's beard will miraculously come back. 44. Yeah, man, this is exciting. This has to be the most exciting, 2 off seasons in a row ever for me. For the people who got to see the parades, y'all sit this one out. Y'all have seen glory. Y'all have seen the mountaintop. Y'all have got to meet the team on the plane ride back after Super Bowls. Y'all got to watch this team win with 3 different quarterbacks. Shit, I would have been excited to see this team lose in the Super Bowl. Y'all got to see them actually win it. This is exciting as hell, man. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. All I ask for in my life is to see this team play in 1 Super Bowl, bro. I just want my kids to prosper, and I want to watch my football team be in 1 Super Bowl. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Just let me see my team play in 1 Super Bowl. I just want the participation. Who is this guy? I mean, it sounds like Rio. Oh, yeah. By the time this new stadium up, we're definitely going to be the 18 game. It was always going to get back to an even number at some point. It was always going to get back to an even number. So a 9-9 record, 500 exists again. Odd number season was always weird. You knew they were going to push for another one. 2 trips, 2 Super Bowl. Oh my God. I could ascend into heaven at that point in my life. Isaiah Bond filed a lawsuit on his accuser for false police report. If he's innocent, I love it. Because these motherfuckers that are putting false accusers on people and trying to ruin the life of a guy just because they got turned down, because they got ghosted, and because they got left on red, that shit's a problem to me. But if he's guilty, lock his ass up. If he's guilty, lock his ass up, throw him under the jail. But if he's not, we need to give harsher ramifications and punishment for those who falsely accuse people for shit, because you're ruining livelihoods. You're ruining livelihoods by doing that. Woo! Oh, man, this is big news, man. This is big news. This is huge news right here, man. DC is getting the squad back. It's all but in wax at this point. Rio with the Bryant Gumbel thing. New stadium, who this? Me pulling up for a preseason game in my finest of Washington gear, flexing like I'm going to be there in the regular season start. I'm treating the preseason like the Met Gala, bro. We getting dripped out. We having us a grand old time. It's going to be good, man. I think they're going to announce the New Jersey in May. I can't confirm that. They could save it for June when there's dick happening between the end of mini camp mandatory and training camp. They could save it for summertime, but summertime dudes are trying to move. They're trying to move on. I imagine they're going to debut the new uniforms around Media Day, which is somewhere between mandatory minicamp and OTAs. My guess, we don't know. Oh, I'm down 36 pounds right now. I'm down 36 pounds right now. We still going, though. We still going. We back. You know, I got to get my health together, man. Some things going on. I gotta get right. But my guess, don't take my word on this. This is just an assumption. I think the uniform they're going to be announcing is a white jersey that looks closer to the old plain shit that y'all love. That's what I think. It's going to be a throwback uniform. It'll probably have a different helmet with it. It'll probably have burgundy pants with a strap. It will probably be a modern version of the old white uniforms. That's my guess. Who am I? I don't know anything. But I was told that it is a 4th uniform that will start as an alternate and that could end up being the full-time, one of the full-time jerseys. So that's what I was told. 36 pounds, all beard. Be all types of shit in the beard, man. It's nice. You got to get a fresh face sometime and get your skin under the beard right, because you don't ever really get it right with the beard. If you really trade back from 29 and get a pick in the 70 and 60s, take Scat. Sven, I don't like Scatterboo, man. I don't like Scatterboo. I like both. I like 10 running backs in this class more than Scatterboo. I do not like Bo Scatterboo, man. He's not for me. He's not for me. I don't see that being a successful NFL. I feel like he's one of those amazing college players. I don't see that prospering in the NFL. You know? But what I do want people to know is they are not changing the uniforms. They're not giving us all new uniform. We are adding a uniform to the collection. So if you're expecting them to overhaul the 3 uniforms we have right now, you are going to be sadly mistaken and disappointed. They are adding a 4th uniform, especially with all this. You can wear more helmets now, and you can wear your alternates for 4 games during the season. It fits into that. They cannot change the uniforms yet. They can't do that till 2027. The loophole they found to that was that they can add another uniform. We have a home, we have an away, we have an alternate. We don't have a throwback. Most teams have 4. We will now have 4. That's what's happening to the uniform. No Ozempic here, bro. Just grind. Drinking water and hitting the gym and eating better and hella protein. No Ozempic over here. Fuck Ozempic. Now, if you use Ozempic, I ain't mad at you, bro. Do what you got to do, bro. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm gonna get this protein in. Bring back the striped pant. I think so. They're gonna bring back that 1970s look that y'all love. Maybe some type of modern version. That's my guess. Oh, it's coming back. You can't tell me he don't growl when he gets mad. Y'all are ruthless, yo. Oh, Mike Green ain't gonna be available. Only way Mike Green's available if one of them accusations he was accused of came out to be true. On some Laramie Tunzel with the gas mask shit, somebody comes out and accuses him of something new. You know? I don't know it either, bro. I wish I knew. If he's great in this league, I'm wrong because I don't see it, bro. No. His little ass arms, his little legs. I don't know. I don't see it, man. I don't see it with Bo Scatterbo. He seems like a very likable and a very Dan Quinn morale type guy. The player, I'm cool. Oh, yeah. Nonstop emotional overload when they finally win something. And to share that on stream with y'all and with my son will be so fire. What up, Pedro? What's good with you, my dog? How you feeling right now? My boy Pedro, man, that boy be traveling. I be living through him in his pictures when he's on the move, man. What up with you, Pedro? The alternate uniforms, like a licorice Pittsburgh uniform, they look nothing like Pittsburgh. They don't look anything like the Steelers minus the colors. Best helmet in the yellow with the R. Yes, do that with a W. That's what I would like. Give me the gold pants with the stripe. Give me the white jersey and throw the W on the helmet in the circle instead of the R. That would be fly. But it's about to look like the old white. My guess is the old white jersey. Something like that. Have I ever watched Boys in the Hood? I don't feel like as a black person, you're not allowed to not see these movies. There's like a list of movies where it's law that you have to watch, and Boys in the Hood is 1,000% one of them. What do you think of us trading up and taking McMillan? Like the player, I don't know if I see us trading up. If we're going to trade up, I think it would be for a player like an edge or something. I don't know if I can see us trading up for a receiver. Like McMillan, no. And I think it's cute when people get prospect fatigue and start shitting on players that they love. Scatterboo is the ultimate Swiss Army. Hey, I'm going to take your word on it. And if we draft him, I will embrace him and say, I will go in with an open mind. If they like him, I love him. If Adam Peters and them like him, I love him. I just don't see it. But if we get him, whoever we do get, I'll be rooting for. I'm not going to root against guys because they weren't my preference. But, not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not going to hold you. That year that Allen got hurt, if he didn't get hurt, how far do you think we would have? Because we were like 6-3. Are we talking about Alex Smith? We're talking about the Alex Smith season. I don't know if we would have made much noise in the playoff. We might have been one and done, but we were sneaking past teams. We were sneaking past teams for sure. If we draft Scatterboo, I'm smoking a dipper. Don't smoke a dipper. Leave the embalming fluid alone, man. Don't smoke a dipper. I haven't even heard the term smoking a dipper in a long time. That's what I hear my cousins and shit. They used to always, man, you smoking dippers. Like, don't do that. Please don't do that. The 2025 NFL draft day hats look like they come with a Purple Heart and a thank you for signing up for the Vietnam or Korean War badge. Like, they look like the signing bonus for enlisting during the Korean War. Like, them joints look, they look so militant and not football. They like they don't look right, bro. Thank you for enlisting in the United States military. We thank you for your service. Have a hat. That's what those hats remind me of, bro. He's not ass. I don't like the player. Like, it's not for me. I like Caleb Johnson. Do I want him here? No. I don't want Caleb Johnson. I think he's a good player. I don't want Bo Scatterboo. I think he's a fine player. Don't want them. It's just personal preference. He's not ass. He's not ass. You know? Brian Robinson's not ass. Like, we're hard on him. We shit on him. We make jokes. We called him Brian Keith for half the season. Brian Robinson, not ass. He's not the RB1. He's not a RB1 to me. Like, I don't think Bo Scatterbo is an RB1 here. You know? It looked like you could take rations under. Them hats is ass, bro. Them the You Survived Dan Snyder hat similar to war. You have a cousin that hasn't seen Friday. I took his black card and told him, yeah, not seeing Friday. Friday's definitely on that list of movies you've had to see as a black person. Like, that should be against the law. Caleb Johnson, that was the running back from Iowa. Like, he's a dog. He liked that. And we had this talk in the chat earlier. There is definitely a place for Caleb Johnson in the NFL. I don't think it's this system. I think that's a weird mix between Brian Robinson and Caleb Johnson, or Bo Scatterbo and Brian Robinson. You know? I don't know. I like a more explosive running back, man. Scatterboo's slow as a bitch. Scatterboo ain't run that. Scatterboo run like 4.7. I'm cool, man. Thank you. You know? You know? Same. You think he's possible? There's a bunch of different ways this draft is gonna go, and I'm cool with all the whatever Adam Peters sees. I'm gonna roll with it, even if it's not something I want there. Like, oh yeah, every day of the draft. Night one, me and the group chat, we're doing our night one tradition. We getting together, and hopefully we don't have to group hate the pick. Hopefully last year started a new era where we could be positive on draft day. You saw us go crazy on draft day last year. They even used our reaction on the Commander's log. That was dope as shit, by the way, and on Command Center. But yeah, me, Jalen, Tay-Todd, Zach, Alex, the squad, and my boy Pascal's boys, we're gonna be watching it together on night one. Night two, I'm gonna have Lil Rio with me, and we're going live on Commanders Kings for the whole second and third round. The whole second and third round, me, Ed, Rico, Lou, we'll be going live together. If you pay attention to this channel, there's always gonna be something hilarious coming out of draft week. I know y'all remember the Dotson shit where I tipped the pick because I was so mad that we traded back for Dotson. Then there was the Emmanuel Forbes pick where I had to walk outside and we all just knew it was Christian Gonzalez because we've been having goddamn prayer circles about Gonzo. And we were chanting Gonzo in my boy's house for them to take Forbes. And last year we went absolutely freaking nuts over the Jaden pick. This year should get interesting. The answer to this is yes. Yes. My answer is yes. Take out the or and just say yes. 2023s. This guy, Emmanuel Forbes shit threw me off because I spent like 80 minutes real time saying, ain't no way Christian Gonzalez falls to 16. There's just no way. Oh my God, Christian Gonzalez might fall to 16. Holy shit, we're getting Christian Gonzalez. Oh my God, the second best corner in the draft fell all the way to us. And then there was Emmanuel Forbes. And then good times, man. Good ass times. It's hard to evaluate Caleb Johnson. That Iowa O-line were monsters and had him running through huge running lanes. Yeah, and he put up numbers, but very good running back. Not for me in this offense. Hey, watch it cutting up and grubbing. Oh, yeah, we got to get the banana. We got to bring it. I got to see if Cold Stone got it back on the menu, because that Cold Stone banana pudding ice cream, that shit was a staple of draft day last year, bro. That was a step. We got a few staples. My boy Tay be cooking all types of crazy gator bites and salmon and turkey wings, and Tay be throwing it down. Love Dylan Sampson. Love Dylan Sampson. Forbes talked so much smack since leave. Did y'all see Forbes the other day when somebody was trolling and said Forbes and Benjamin St. Juste were the best corners in the league? And he said, yeah, this year we about to do that for real. Forbes was an African long distance runner. He was built like the Jamaican bobsled runners from Cool Runnings. Oh my God, the hear me outs. Oh my God, the hear me outs last year during the draft. If you know, you know. The hear me outs during the draft last year, that shit got out of pocket, bro. Now the draft's gonna be lit, bro. We're going live through all 3 days because the draft, you get some of the best. Like, you can't get me around my friends and put microphones around us, because we're liable to talk about or say anything during those 5 hours of just. And it was so lit during day 2 last year. We had 5 picks on day 2. It was lit as shit there in the chat, man. Oh my God, it got fun. If you can't go Bluestone, go Bluebell banana pudding. Say less. Say less. Banana pudding ice cream, man. We got to have it on deck. The draft was a good time. We're going to always enjoy the draft. For those just joining the stream, Washington is all but finalizing the framework of a deal to get sent back to D.C. RFK campus, RFK 2.0 is coming, and they want the stadium open by 2023. I mean, the 2030 season. 2030 season. Man. Yeah, we got to retire. Not only do we need to retire from dachshunds, like, I feel like I'm scarred from TCU receivers because of Josh. Like, well, everybody loves, oh boy, Savion. I'm sitting here like, oh, he went to TCU, got me scouting helmets instead of the actual prospect and shit like that. Whatever they say, stay away from any wide receiver from TCU. I know, him and Quentin Johnston just leave a sour taste. I think the AP is going to do some magic. Like, I'm excited to see what the draft room looks like, because they pretty much came in and told you this draft room is unsatisfactory. This shit is trash. My top 3, the Ohio State boys and Amari and Hampton, but I'm gonna exclude Hampton because I'm gonna act like he doesn't exist, because he's gonna go before we pick. The Ohio State 2 and Dylan Sampson. That is my big 3 of I think we should draft running backs. But there are other good guys. I like the Kansas State kid, Gibbons. I could see why they would take other guys. Kyle Manung guy from Rutgers is good. Woody Marks on some late day 3 shit. The Arizona running back that really couldn't play much this year. He was ineligible, but I saw him from his New Mexico tape. He's a dog. There are so many good running backs in this class. Donovan Edwards off the late. You know, I don't want to be a Vontae Mack no matter what guy, but if Donovan Ezaraku is on the board, it would be very hard for me to not pick him. It would be hard. This fan base is so harsh about our players. We would take your name, your numbers. Hell, if you're so ass, we will deport. I know it's crazy. We talk about deporting people. We talk, but that's a part of fandom, though. And we got to objectively critique guys. When guys are not living up to expectations, we got to call it out. We are the paying customer, and we have all right and privilege to be critical of players. We shouldn't be rooting against them. Like, what is not fan activity is hoping someone sucks to be right, hoping someone is ass, and hoping someone is bad because you wanted someone else. That's not fan shit. But being critical of guys, you got to be critical of guys, man. You got to hold them to a standard. What up, awesomeness? How you doing? How we living? Should we go get Jalen Ramsey? I think we've used up our aggressive veteran trades during this draft cycle. I think we've made 3 big ones. Lattimore, Tunzel, Debo. I think we're done with that. I like Jalen Ramsey. I think he's up there. I don't think he's what he was 4 years ago, but I think Jalen Ramsey also needs to move to safety at this point of his career. But I don't think we're going to be the team that picks up Jalen Ramsey. I think we can get younger version. We need to get a younger corner. Go get me somebody on night 1 or night 2 of the draft at cornerback, Even night 3 if you pick the right guy. You got to be careful with that deport language nowadays. I knew somebody was going to say it. Oh, man, you do got to be careful with that shit. Don't want to say it too loud or someone you know is going to get taken away. Why is it against a dome? I don't know, but dome's coming. Dome is coming. Prepare yourself. There will be a roof on that stadium. There will be a roof on it. And considering that they spent $2.5 billion on the stadium, I don't think they're going to pay that extra $500,000-$600,000 for a retractable roof. Translucent me. Give me SoFi East. DC SoFi. Is Debo really the best option as our number 1 receiver? Our number 1 receiver is Terrence McLaurin, who's going to be getting a payday sometime soon. And then we got Debo, and I still think we draft a guy. Look at the wide net they're casting at wide receiver in these meetings. They're going to draft another receiver too. So, yeah. Martinez, I like Damian Martinez. Rocket Sanders, Jaden Blue from Texas later. Shit, I wouldn't mind drafting 2 running backs and getting someone like Blue or somebody like Woody Marks or somebody to complement the main back that we get. I wouldn't be mad at it. Oh, here we go, 301. What are y'all doing? What's your plans for the draft? Y'all got a lot of prime real estate in this draft. Y'all got the 12th pick. Y'all got like 9 picks. Y'all should be coming away with some ballers in this draft. What are y'all punk-ass boys doing? I hope Jerry ignores skill positions and y'all hate y'all draft next week. I hope you hate what y'all do at 12 so much that you turn the draft off. Emmanuel Forbes should do less talking and more production. Any production at all at this point because he's at the top of the – hey, he gets to live out his career as a first-round pick, and he at least gets to see the final couple years of his rookie contract. Good for Forbes, man. Maybe he'll turn out to at least be like a end of the cornerback room guy with somebody. Stay with the grass. Hey, dome with grass, I ain't mad at it. We miss you just talking to us and talking shit, Rio. I know, man. I know we got to get back to it. Next week, there's going to be a whole bunch of we streaming pretty much Monday through Saturday next week because we got to do the war room. Me and Jalen got to do our full first round mock. I got to do my final mock draft mania stream with y'all for the team. We got night 1. We got night 2. We got night 3. Oh, it's going to be content aplenty next week. Don't you worry. Not to worry. Joe Milton. God bless the Cowboys. God bless them. You think you're about to get Matthew Golden? Matthew Golden's a dog. Trey Harris or Jaden Higgins? Another yes. I think Jaden Higgins has more juice, but Trey Harris is a dog. Trey Harris had like 70 catches, 1,000 yards in 7 games. He missed 5 games and he put up a full season of stats. He's a dog. He has good size, and he has size that we don't currently have in that room. Love Jalen Royals. Very sold on Jalen Royals. Would love to have the guy on the squad. Joe Milton is the old Quincy Carter. Yo, Quincy Carter used to dog our shit, bro. Quincy Carter, for no reason, used to get in our ass back in the day. He used to I hated Quincy Carter, bro. because I never could understand why we couldn't stop him, because he was not that good. He was not that good, but he just transformed into something immaculate every time Washington was on the schedule. Oh, man. We coming up, y'all. We coming up, man. There is no reason to be negative, pessimistic, or any of the above about anything. This is all great news. This is great news. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. We got the draft in a week and a day. I'm saying pick at 29 unless the board is looking nasty. If the board is looking nasty and the pick is looking like it's going to be a reach at 29, I guess we have a tendency of letting nasty quarterbacks cook us. Yep. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Ooh, and they've been walking around and making a list and checking it twice because they've been touring. They've been proactively touring and looking at everybody's stadium. So they know what they about to come with some fire, man. You wasn't old enough to see the Quincy Carter days. Oh, yeah, you're young ass. I forgot you super young. You big Gen Z out here. Big Gen Z out here. Hey, Rio, great news. I want immediate impact. Yes, best player available regardless of position. You see those new draft era hats? Yeah, the hats. Oh, are we talking about the same hats that look like you should get a thank you for enlisting in the military? The ones that come with the Purple Heart, those hats? Rio has the Metro split the silver line out near the Armory. Has the Metro split the silver line out near the Armory? I believe so. I want them to get a shifty ass running back. I wouldn't be mad at it, man. Madden 26 is going to be lit. Sure is. That Vegas Stadium, like I've seen Allegiant up close. That shit is beautiful. The Death Star, that shit is beautiful. That shit's gorgeous. I'm not going to lie. Get a pass rusher at 29 and running back Taj Brooks from Texas Tech. Taj Brooks has grown on me last minute. I've been preparing for us to not take a back early just to embrace it. So I'm not upset on draft night when we don't pick one to like the 6th round. Todd Brooks is good. He's very patient. He has good vision, and he lets things set up behind him. Am I the only one in the chat who believes that building on the land across from FedEx would be better than going back to the city? You might be one of the few, because I don't believe they've done anything with FedEx that deserves anything near to get the stadium. Maryland has had 2 decades to do something and to develop around the stadium, and they've done absolutely nothing with it. DC me. Dome me in DC. Oh, that's crazy. Dome me in DC is crazy. What do you think Jedi 5's rating on Madden would be? 86. 86 or 87. I want to give him a 90, but they're not giving him a 90 just yet. But by mid-season, he's going to be a 90. Because ain't gonna be no sophomore slump over these parts. Like my boy said, slump proof. He's slump proof. And I will not regret those words, man. He's too prepared. He's too prepared. Just like there's film out on him, he got the film on all you bitches, all 31 of y'all. He's seen them. He got it all in his VR, and he's ready to go. My thoughts on Sean Taylor's brother. He's a good undersized safety. There's a good chance he doesn't get drafted. And if he doesn't, I can see why the team would bring him in as an unsigned free agent. I don't think there will be a priority to draft him, but he's a good player. He's actually more productive than some of these safeties that people project to be drafted. Very undersized, though, but he's fast, he's athletic, and he plays with a lot of heart. Shout out to Gabe. If you know, you know. Shout out to Gabe. I work in DC. I would hate it if y'all move back to the city. Guys, the traffic already sucks. The traffic already sucks. It's going to suck whether that stadium come back or not, but the stadium coming back. Rio, you wore a Commander sweatshirt like 3 Commanders Kings ago. Point me into the direction of that. Which one was it? Which one we talking about? You talking about the sweater? The gray jump? Trying to think of which hoodie could we be talking about right now. You must be talking about the gray sweater I had that say Commanders across it with the stripes on the collar. Oh, I got that from being a fan ambassador of the team. The team gave us those. Breaking news: Rio Robinson signs with the Commanders to protect Jaden Daniels. First of all, throwing me on the offensive line is crazy. I'm in the gym right now, damn it. I'm not about to be offensive lineman built by season time, bro. We back in the skill room. We back in the skill position room by September. Mark my words, man. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Gabe. Yeah, the great joke. Now, I got that from being an ambassador. I don't believe they sold those. Yeah, you're talking about the one with the sleeves, says Commanders across it, the little crew neck jump. Yeah, they didn't sell those. East Capitol is right there, and also the Metro has never been an issue back in the day. Listen, traffic gonna exist regardless. We're gonna be all right, y'all. Rio the tight end. Yeah, we've been back in tight end mode. Tight end mode, fullback mode on my Ben Sinnott shit. Now I need Ben Sinnott to look like a tight end at some point this year. That's one of my things on my short list of I need to see in 2025. Ben Sinnott needs to look like a contributing tight end by end of season. Have y'all seen the Luvu t-shirts that Dan Quinn rocked one day in the interview? What kind of shirt? Tell me about it. What was it? What was it? I did play fullback back in my day, fullback and outside linebacker, edge. I played edge, bruh. Don't put no neck rolls on me, though. I had fire uniform drip. I didn't have fullback swag, you know? I was the football player that could hoop like a guard and didn't hoop like a football player. Because there was nothing worse than the football player that would come to open gym and hoop, bruh. Just flagrant fouls to go along for everybody. Josiah Stewart, Ashton Gillott, Jack Sawyer, Kyle Kennard. Those are those groups of edges if we don't get one in the first or second round that I would not mind. Josiah Stewart has nice get off to him. You was a fullback back in the day. Hey, man, fullbacks, we used to get love. We used to get love back in the day. I used to get carries. I carried the ball. You know what I'm saying? 54 when that thing opened up. I'll be 39 when that new stadium open up. 2030. Mark it on your calendar. That means by end of year, we're going to get some type of blueprint or rendering of what that stadium's going to be. Woo! Woo! Hey, chill. I'm under that. I'm not Willie Lampkin, bruh. Nah, we're not going on the line. We're not doing that, bruh. I'm in a skill room. Y'all not pigeonholing me to the offensive line, goddammit. I'm only 6 foot flat, though. I'm only 6 foot flat. So you're not really going to find a home for me. In the linebacker room or some shit. Shit, I'm probably about, like, in my prime, I'm probably Bobby Wagner speed at this point. Tyler Perry is crazy. Oh, yeah. Security? Oh, yeah. I'm security for Jaden. I'll do that, you know. But ain't nothing getting by his last line of defense. His mama, Miss Regina, don't play. Miss Regina don't play. Y'all ain't ever going Zion Williamson, Jaden Daniels. There will not be no socialite IG hoochie mama getting her claws in Jaden Daniels because Miss Regina is right there front and center, and she probably packed that thing on her. His mama, all the security he need over that part. She don't play. Miss Virginia. My boy Jaden was at the wedding, at Brandon Ayuk's wedding, getting it in, cutting a rug on the dance floor. Mama right behind him dancing as well. They'll never PJ Washington Jaden, and that's a fact. None of it. Rio, my fellow outside linebacker, now your persona makes sense. I played Will. Yeah, I play a little Will, and I play stand-up edge, stand-up DN. None of it. We focused on getting that second contract, baby, and we focused on hardware. You know what I'm saying? Imagine 25-year-old Jaden having to like sneak jumps in his condo, having to sneak women around as a grown millionaire. I love it, man. NFL 2K30 gonna be sick at the new stadium. NFL. You know what would be cool? if like the year we open up the stadium, we host the draft that year? Wouldn't that be like the fireest way to roll out the new stadium, is to host the draft at our stadium? That would be fire. That'd be fire. That'd be vicious, dog. That would be so tough. Pack that shit out for the inaugural year of RFK 2.0. Spark plug guard. The first scat back guards you've ever seen. 9'9" tall. W mom, for real. Like, we like to make our jokes and shit, but that's fine. Or Anthony Edwards, who's just out here spreading his seed like Nick Cannon, paying his child support up front so he don't have to bust her up and like give her a raise when he gets his next Supermax. The first Super Bowl with the Commanders playing in 2030 will be freaking awesome. Yeah, to get like to host the Super Bowl in the inaugural year or the draft or something, that would be insane. What up, Kevin? Appreciate you for the 7 months. I hope our stadium is like, I know I want SoFi East. I want that bitch to look like Avengers Tower or some shit. I want some architectural, some shit that just makes you think, that makes you look twice and just gasp when you see it. That just beholds you when you look at it. I want it, man. I want it. JD5 having women climbing in and out of the window as well. Bunch of women getting Imagine her chasing some Jones out the room with a belt or some shit. She is like the NFL security that a lot of these players need, so they won't be out getting DUIs and all that other shit. The type of shit they have at the rookie symposium that guys never take advantage of. She said, nah, I got that myself. SoFi is so nice. That shit is beautiful. That is gorgeous. And it's in Inglewood. Like, it's not in LA, but you ain't never gonna hear nobody say, they don't even play in LA. You know, Washington's like the only people that get those jokes after. How many Super Bowls do you think we can win in our new stadium? It's crazy. I asked the question earlier in the chat, putting the over under at 1.5. How many Super Bowls do y'all think we get to by the stadium's erection? By the stadium being opened up, how many Super Bowls do you think we get to? And everybody was saying 2. We get to 2 Super Bowls in the next 6 years, the next 5 years. Oh my God. Oh, okay. And we get to 1. Oh my God. I might ascend to heaven that day. You know? Yep, Lamar mom does the same thing. She just stays out of the spotlight, kind of. You know, you don't really know what, like, everyone knows what Jaden Daniels' mom looks and sounds like. You know, but shout out to good moms, man. Shout out to good moms. At some point, you got to let your grown-ass son spread his wings, but I'm not mad at her for being an active mother and for protecting the investment and keeping them locked in and focused, man. God bless the Daniels, the Jacksons. Keep them here forever. Also, shout out to Jaden's dad, because Jaden's dad's in the picture. Has a big influence on him as well, and I don't feel like he get enough love, man. Shout out to dads out there, because our impacts and our sons' lives matter too. Even if we're not the custodial parent, you know what I mean? We matter too, damn it. What up, Carson? I still think about your reaction to the helmet. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Good times, man. Good times. Took that in with my son too. That was a beautiful day, man. A beautiful day to be a fan. Spreading wings is one thing, spreading seed is another. Anthony Edwards is trying to be NBA Tyreek Hill at this point, man. I try to be, man. I love my kids to death, man. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, man. I was just checking in with some news, man. Second stream of the day. I went live with Lake Lewis earlier in the day, and we hit him with a second in a row today because Washington is about to go back to D.C. $3 billion deal in which Josh Harris is putting at least $2.5 billion of to get her done. Excitement. It's the most exciting time it's been to be a Washington fan in quite some time. In 8 days, we'll be adding at minimum 5 new players to the roster as the draft gets here. I'll go live again tomorrow. I'll go live. F the Bears, man. Epic stuff, man. Epic stuff. I was like, good game. I was giving them congrats on their W. Matter of fact, fuck the Bears. F the Bears. Go tend to your ministry. Y'all gonna keep killing me for the Bears, man. I hugged every breath out of my son, bro. I squeezed the life out of my son when that shit happened, man. But we back. We should be back to more regularly scheduled content. I'm going live again some point tomorrow afternoon during your lunch break. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evenings. If you can, get active, get outside, get some steps in, or hit the gym. Let's all get healthy going into it. New stadium coming in 5 years, baby. Hell to the Washington Commanders.